Good morning, Rainmakers. It's Priyan here from Reignway Real Estate. Hope you're all well. The podcast today, we're looking to uncover the best real estate opportunities in the world with market insights and what's available and what we can do. And I'm your host, Priyan, and today I'm coming to you from a stunning island of Sri Lanka. As you can see, the backdrop has changed dramatically from what I have normally. Plus, also, I thought I would actually change my attire and actually be more in keeping with the background. As many of you know, Sri Lanka is my place of origin, and I'm here to visit my family, handle some business, and also renew my passport. But I've always want to also take the opportunity here to share with you some exciting real estate insights from an incredible country, one that has seen a lot of challenges in its time and now is really poised to transform itself. There are from high-end resorts to historical hotels to ambitious port city projects. Sri Lanka is attracting global attention, but is this the right time to invest? What are the risks and rewards? And what are the issues that you'll come across if you are looking to purchase here? I'll break it all down for you now, sharing my first-hand knowledge, industry connections, and insider tips on how to navigate the evolving market. So whether you're an investor looking for your next opportunity or just curious about Sri Lanka or even coming on holiday, stay tuned because I'm going to deliver it in this podcast. So my personal connection to Sri Lanka is that my parents are Sri Lankan. I was born in in England, however, but I feel if you ask me where I'm from, I'm Sri Lankan. Sri Lanka has been evolving as a country. It's always been a place of prosperity. The culture and religions are diverse. So you get Buddhists, Hindus, Muslims, Roman Catholics all living in harmony together. Unfortunately, we had a civil war, which ended in 2009. So in 16 years now, things have changed dramatically. The civil war was something that happened and was more of a business, really, than people fighting within the country. And that's another story to tell later. You know that Sri Lanka as a whole has a lot of history and background. It was colonized by the Portuguese, Spanish, and the English. As you can tell by my surname, Demel, it comes from Portugal. My mother's surname is Fernando, a lot of De Silvas, and hence why the Roman Catholic religion comes into effect there. Since the time of Sri Lanka has been ruled by a colony, unfortunately, in my opinion, what has happened is that when Sri Lanka has been ruled by its own people, they have learned the same tricks and traits that the colonizers used in order to control their own people. And as a result of that, what happened was that they subsidized fuel, they subsidized food, they made people's lives content and happy, but did not really progress the country or the people and just got rich themselves. As a result of that, that goes back to my previous podcast on how society and everybody wants you to do one thing and carry on being controlled by the masses. So do have a look at that podcast and see what I mean. But the same thing happens all around the world, whether it be in Sri Lanka, England, or the US. And it's up to us to break that and to move on and to be better and fulfill our dreams and who we are. Now, the reason why after the war, you should have expected everything to change, but it didn't. The way things did change was after COVID. Due to COVID, the main source of income for Sri Lanka is actually from money coming in from people who work abroad and sending it to their families or investing in the country. Of course, during COVID, both these actually stopped. So therefore, there was coming in from the foreigners, because from the people working abroad, due to the Dubai, England, anywhere, Australia, around the world, they were actually fired. And had to come back to the country. So that source of income stopped. And also tourism wasn't there. As a result of that, the Sri Lankans weren't able to pay for their oil and fuel. And there was a foreign currency deficit. And we had to actually be bailed out by the IMF. Now, subsequently, what happened was like Trump and like Brexit, and also like the Labour government and various different governments getting into power, Sri Lanka's also had a change of government in the last year, which makes it a party that hasn't been in power for 30 years. So now you can see that the platform has been set during all that time for Sri Lanka to actually take, hopefully, some meaningful changes with new minds coming in, and hopefully doing it for the good of the country and the good of the people. Now, there are real estate opportunities and investments here. There are high-end developments in Colombo itself. Shangri-La has not only one but two hotels in Sri Lanka. One in Colombo, which is the best hotel you can stay in. So if you are coming to Colombo, please do stay there. Another hotel which has got very historical value is Gold Face Hotel. Gold Face Hotel was established, I believe, in 1865. It's just behind me to the left here. And you can actually, it's on Gold Face Green, and it's got all the colonial features and stuff, just like it was back in the day. Then also you have Port City. Port City was built by the Chinese. I'm going to lift this camera up just to try and show you where it is. So if we come over here, you can see it's to, whoa, what's happening here? It's there. So Port City is a reclaimed land, which you can see, and it's just the same as what Singapore did. That place of land is a whole city. It's nearly half the size of Sri Lanka. Colombo, sorry, not Sri Lanka. Basically, it is, for example, the most prime land in the whole of Asia. Why? Because of the fact that now you do not find land in central cities around the world. Land is scarce. This has been reclaimed. And due to the fact that Sri Lanka had a civil war and hasn't moved forward, this opportunity is there. Now, unfortunately, it's going to take 15 to 20 years. The progress has stopped due to political things that happened during the time of it being the reclaimed land being put and done. The Chinese are involved, and as a result of that, it may only be 15 years. So when do you start investing there? Because it's a gold mine to invest in. They say that China, again, just my theory, want to take the whole of Hong Kong and put it there in order for them to then just reclaim Hong Kong properly, because at the moment they have all the investment banks and people there. And so as a result of that, are finding it difficult to do what they want to do with it. So that is one of their plans. However, when would you invest? The investments would come when the locals start to invest. So if you get in contact with me, I would know when this would be happening and be more than happy to try and help you acquire property there. Now, not only in Colombo are there opportunities, there's big brands already. Anantara is down in Tangol. You've also got the Marriott in Welligama. And of course, everybody must have heard of Dilma Tea. Dilma Tea is one of the biggest brands in tea. It's drunk in Russia, America, any hotel brand that you go to and stuff. And they have a brand called Cape Welligama and another hotel called Wild Coast. And they are mesmerizing. They are villas on cliff tops with butler service. You have your own pool, your own villa, and it is a luxury resort that you can go to. So there are high-end properties that are available to stay at the moment, but they are far and few between. So the prices of them are quite high at the moment, but if you're looking for a luxury visit, you can. However, if you're looking for a downgrade visit as well, you can actually get something a little bit more affordable, which still has the beauty of the sea and the people who are all English speaking. So as a result of that, you do actually feel like you can have banter and chat with them and correspond with them, as opposed to sort of like doing sign language and saying, can I have a tea, please? A tea, you know what I mean? But yeah, so Port City, there's a lot of opportunity here for brands and for people to get residences. So you can have your beautiful retirement home down south on a beach. Again, there are ways that foreigners aren't allowed to buy directly, but there are ways of setting up companies and dealing with that. And again, if you do need help with that, then please do come to me. Sri Lanka is booming. If you look at all the papers around the world, it is one of the #1 destinations to actually come and live in. When I personally came through the airport yesterday, I could see that there was far busier than I've ever expected it to be, and have seen it in a long time. So tourism is increasing here, and I see it as a place where it's not just for the sun, the sand, and the sea. It also has a very historical values as well. You've got Sigiriya Rock, which is considered the 8th wonder of the world, and it is a fantastic place to see. You will be in awe when you climb all the way to the top and hear the stories of a prince who set up a kingdom up there. And then you've got the tea plantations, coconut plantations. You've got surfing, which is east and west coast. So it's all throughout the year. Some of the best surfing for beginners starts here as well. You've also got a lot of kite surfing as well. Plus, you've got the 2 great mammals that can be seen within half an hour of each other, where there's only 2 places in the world that happens, and that is in South Africa and in Sri Lanka. That is the whale and the elephant. So you've got lots of historical things to see. You've got lots of beaches, beautiful food. So therefore, in terms of an investment for your own home, or an investment for property developers, or people to come and invest in Sri Lanka, is a great opportunity. I believe that with my heart and soul, that if we can get the political backdrop and right people in the right places, that it is the most up and coming place anywhere in the world. It is at a crossroads. It is a country rich in culture, beauty, and untapped potential. And while the landscape has been uncertain, things are shifting. So smart investors know timing is about everything. If you're thinking about investing in Sri Lanka, the key is to stay informed, have local expertise guiding you. I've lived here. I know the market. I have the right connections, and I can help you navigate opportunities with confidence. If you'd like to explore real estate opportunities in Sri Lanka, have any questions, feel free to directly message me. You can also message me on my social media or visit reignway.ae. Again, thank you for tuning in today. If you found the episode valuable, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your network of people. I'll be back with more insights around the world. Until next time, Rainmakers, keep building your legacy.